To this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Has a big strike to Addison. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go, 18, go, 18, rally. Play like a minute. 69, 19 tight, 9 Warriors, 70. Go.
Back to the air, McCarthy. It's this one to White. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
What is up?
Going to run again with Swift. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. On play action, Williams flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
What is up?
First down, Williams to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
What is up?
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
3-yard line.
What is up?
Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears start off well to tie things 7-7.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 back to 60. Back to 60.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Dragon 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cup 19. Cup 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go.
1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Tyree Stevenson has it. And the Bears take position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams off the play fake. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left with fourth down here.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Fourth down, pass coming. He's throwing deep to the left side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
It's fourth down.
19 Lions. Warriors 17. Mustang 19.
McCarthy throwing on fourth down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. First down, here's Swift. By a man, he's in the clear. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Working from the gun, Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 50. The 30. At the 20. Will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick six.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Now 1 second before they call delay a game, a timeout comes in. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one. White goes up and over for the touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams from the gun. Completed to his running back. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Williams to throw here, 3rd and 1. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Williams. That's to Odunze again. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Bears. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He dodged the tackle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Viking 18.
Back-to-back carries here. And he has this down to the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. McCarthy hit, he lost the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. The 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 19, 60, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
McCarthy looking to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19, 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now it's McCarthy. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Here we go. Trap 60, 19, 18.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We can do this, offense. Okay, ready?
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Buffalo 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Bronco. Go.
And he snapped it to McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner, and the call to go for it pays off.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, 19, Lump 18, Mustang 19. Take over.
Another throw here for McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right side. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
2nd down now, they need 7.
18, Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, and get a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the 2nd half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
What is up?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Reaches the 30. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
What is it?
Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. Second down.
What is up?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Off the play fake, Williams. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Mike, go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Going on third, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches.
Let's go. 69, 6, Bravo 80.
Before they snap it on 4th and inches, they call timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it.
Here we go. Set. 18, 70 Lion. 19 Lion. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Back to throw it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19, Buffalo 18.
Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bobcat, chop 60, chop 60. 79 Bronco, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They gain 11 on that play, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
7 Cougar 19, backer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Got it, ready?
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 19 Lion.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 70 Lion.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, McCarthy to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set, on.
On play action, Williams. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
A give, right side for Swift. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready, set, up. Watch out, watch out. Here we go, we got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty, Biggie Frosty.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Connecting with his back here. Swift. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready, set, on.
Working from the gun, Williams. Okay, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bears football. They just need to close this quarter out, and they're on to the next round. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Williams from the gun. Drops it underneath. Swift. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. 4th down. Pass coming. Pass brought in by Burden. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Swift gets it on the option. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams with the sneak. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
I think I can see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
Taken down at the 41. That's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Trap 60. 19 tight, 19 Lion.
Back to throw, here's McCarthy. Brought in, Ty Felton. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
18 Pioneer. 18 Cardinal.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. It to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has it at the 7. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
22 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
White's going to try to smash his way in. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from them. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Always set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Check down into the hands of Swift. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 2. Williams. Defender gets a piece, but it's still caught. Again, he's got room. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings 32. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Tag. Rocco 80. Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Trap 60, trap. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
60 Eagles, 60.
McCarthy throwing here. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another throw here for McCarthy. Intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Johnson with the pick.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
go. Watch out, watch out. Hey, volunteer, volunteer.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So the defense gave him the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning. 2:04 to go. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Run it up.
Swift gets it again on second down. And he has them the first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Run it up.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
One in behind center with Swift. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead.
Vikings 32. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 70 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play. But it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Here's McCarthy to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Air it out on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Under crunch. Set. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Desperation time here. That'll be the first and more. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Again, McCarthy to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
19 Lion. 6, Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Bears take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back, they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, bricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I'm a hot girl yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what is you drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. They quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gay yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gay yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the south. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. It's the fight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
Tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early.
These girls are really. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock around. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. How is it, D?
It's tricky. Tricky.
It's tricky to rock around.
Rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time.
And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D?
Tricky.
It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people